Ever wondered how some people manage to bounce back from serious setbacks while others seem to crumble? The answer lies in the concept of resilience. Think of it as a remarkable trait that allows us to recover from setbacks, adapt well to change, and keep pressing forward when adversity strikes. But let's clear up a common misconception. Resilience isn't a trait that people either have or do not have. It involves behaviors, thoughts, and actions that anyone can learn and develop. Consider the story of Joanne, a woman who faced the unthinkable, but whose resilience helped her rise from the ashes. Joanne was a successful businesswoman, brimming with potential and ambition. Her world was filled with the hustle and bustle of a thriving business, the comfort of a loving family, and the security of a home she could call her own. But in 2008, her world turned upside down. The financial crisis hit, and like a house of cards, everything Joanne had built came tumbling down. She went bankrupt, her business collapsed, and she lost her home. As if that wasn't enough, her family, unable to cope with the strain, fell apart. Joanne's life, once filled with success and security, had been reduced to ashes. But amidst the rubble, something remarkable happened. Joanne, faced with the ruins of her life, chose not to surrender to despair. She chose resilience. She started by taking small steps. She found work, she saved, and she slowly started to rebuild. She learned new skills, adapted to her circumstances, and faced each day with determination. It wasn't easy, and there were days when she felt like giving up. But she didn't. She kept going. Eventually, Joanne managed to start a new business. It started small, but she nurtured it with the same determination and resilience that had carried her through her darkest days. The business grew, and with it, Joanne's life began to regain its shape. Joanne's story is a testament to the power of resilience. Despite the odds, she managed to rebuild her life from nothing. Her tale reminds us that resilience is not just about surviving, it's about rising from the ashes stronger and more determined. It's about turning setbacks into comebacks and challenges into opportunities. It's about finding the strength within yourself to keep going, even when everything seems lost. Joanne's story is a tale of a phoenix, of rising from the ashes, and it serves as a powerful reminder that no matter how hard life hits, with resilience, we can always bounce back. Joanne's story might be inspiring, but what's more important is to understand how she managed to bounce back. What are the key elements of resilience? Resilience is not a single trait. It's a complex interplay of several components, unified in their purpose to help us weather life's storms. One of these components is a positive attitude. It's about seeing the glass half full, recognizing that every cloud has a silver lining. This positive outlook is fueled by optimism, another key component of resilience. Optimism is the hope that better days are ahead, that the current hardship is but a brief interlude in an otherwise joyful journey. Next is the ability to regulate emotions. It's about mastering your feelings, not letting them master you. It's about understanding that emotions are transient, they come and go, but you remain. Lastly, resilience involves seeing failure not as an endpoint, but as a form of helpful feedback. It's about learning from your missteps, adjusting your course, and moving forward. These are the building blocks of resilience. They are not inherent traits. They are skills that can be developed and nurtured. So, how can you develop these skills? How can you build your resilience? Let's start with the basics. Maintain a positive outlook. This might sound cliché, but it's a cornerstone of resilience. It's not about ignoring the negative, but rather recognizing it and choosing to focus on the positive. Embrace optimism, not as an escape from reality, but as a tool to shape it. Next, stay connected with loved ones. The power of human connection cannot be underestimated. It provides comfort, support, and strength during the toughest times. Reach out to others, foster your relationships, and don't hesitate to lean on them when you need to. Thirdly, accept that change is part of life. It's inevitable. The seasons change, the tides change, and so must we. Acceptance doesn't mean resignation. It means understanding that change is a natural part of life, and adapting to it rather than resisting it. And finally, always be moving toward your goals. No matter how small they may seem, progress is progress. It's about putting one foot in front of the other, no matter how slow or steady. It's about perseverance and determination. Building resilience is a journey, not a destination. It's about learning to navigate the highs and lows of life with grace and grit. It's about building a stronger, more adaptable you. Remember, resilience isn't about avoiding hardship. It's about learning how to cope with it. It's about rising every time you fall, just like Joanne did.